You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I sincerely hope you know what you...
Stone Storm! As hot as the hell you'll soon inhabit!
I'm overheating here. Oh, potent heat. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Ah, no, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed?
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and...
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Word that I had, Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only... And what questions are those? This place is practically a tomb. And these Sicilians are constantly crying for our attention. There's a zombie in my garden. An orc ate my baby. My sheep is gone. Oh, woe is me. It never ends. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. Steadfast will I guard her.
You there, cut it out!
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete... Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Well, what do you want to know? Well, there are certainly some, interesting creatures running around these days. Orcs are only the tip of the brutish iceberg. Don't forget the murderous bones along the northern gate. And if the rumors are right, the...
It's about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
Legion's greetings, Hunter.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married.
Cruel fortune. I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither engaged or...
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face!
It's not as bad as all that. Have some pity.
No, about it! Not! Recruit!
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of... Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just... Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and the scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard your Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed... What? You're going to stand there...
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
No, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Fairies. You'll only encourage it. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
The face, Furious! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maw, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, no, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention
Sorry,
to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could...
Ice blue eyes narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust. Her hands tense into claws.
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. I am Bear Daughter. I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman, and you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of this woman here The one who now plots her revenge. She crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent screech, but soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for...
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she...
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good...
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled...
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a...
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her...
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We've...
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more...
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny?
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged once. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I'm glad that now perhaps in time I will come...
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! March!
Can you spare
You there!
a coin?
You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. You there! You look like an actor just waiting.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Getting hides fresh. These bats know the hours of the sea.
Aaron has as many
These gates are to remain closed at all times. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognise you right away. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some... I certainly hope you know...
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am? And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind. The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and in truth this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a...
Away with your weapons! Away! Leave up! I don't want to fight. I ain't after no fancy stone. I just want to bury these bodies. Oh, he was such a dear lad, he was. We wanted to see the world. In our village, oh, poor Rocky will never see it again. To this, there weren't so many spoiled after the battle.
A grave with a full set of hand-picked armor, eh? We've got to know its location.
I second that. His brother won't be using that armor now that he's...
You want little...
Hand me my shovel.
First one to strike gold buys dinner.
Something doesn't feel right about this place.
I'm fading fast.
The Sicilians retreated from this battle. But what about the orcs?
I'd Either they've taken to the sea or set up an encampment in yonder caves. Keep your weapon at the ready.
Oh, hello! What have we here? An adventurer, I judge, by the world-weary look of your weapon. And a no Charla is my name, good friend. I came to this second life some time ago, some years. In any case, it has been time well spent hunting out magnificent so many wonders. Have a look by all means. You'll find every mate you look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Well, goodbye then, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy...
What's this? I found something.
Away with your weapons! In our hometown, we honour the dead by decorating their graves with whatever materials we have. I don't want... in our village, there weren't so many...
A grave with a full set of hand-picked armour, eh? We've got...
I second that. He's...
You want the location of Oggy's grave? Now, what use could you have for that, small bones?
Hand me my shovel.
First one to strike gold buys dinner.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Hypocrites, liars, fiends.
Down.
The Seven, call me home.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of them all on my hands. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.